Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Audrey. Today we are going to be talking about the most anticipated films of 2021. And I'm on Original and just got the list off of Rotten Tomatoes because I feel like it's pretty cohesive and it actually gives you a little bit of synopsis about the movies that are coming out. This is not going to list all of them, and then I'm going to pick some out and give you my thoughts on them. If it's something I've never heard of, I'm not going to talk about it. We have a lot of movies that we missed out because last year we got a lot of things delayed to this year. So let's see how that works out. And if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. I do 2 videos a week all about films, comic book, entertainment stuff, Star Wars, beauty, vlogs. We got it all on this channel. I'd love for you to stick around and check it out. The first movie they have listed is a Spongebob movie, which I didn't even know was coming, called Sponge on the Run. I thought it was already out. Also, Casey is just chowing down in the back, so you hear some, like, it's my cat eating. I loved SpongeBob when I was little, but I have no interest to watch any, like, SpongeBob spin-off. The Cinderella movie, and I had to, like, check, it is the one with Camila Cabello, Billy Porter, and Idina Menzel is coming out. If this was one of those movies that was coming, like, straight to a streaming service, I think I might check it out, but no. Hard pass. I do like Billy Porter and Idina Menzel, though. Chloe Zhao has 2 movies coming out. That's what I thought. She's the director of Eternals, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Casey, you are chowing down. She's directing something called Nomadland with Frances McDormand. So, you know, she's from Fargo and 3 Billboards. Again, a lot of these movies, I'm going to be honest, especially in the beginning of the year, I'm not risking my life to go see, and movie theaters here in New York City aren't even open. So I probably won't see a lot of these. Next one we're going to talk about is Tom and Jerry, which is going to have an HBO Max release, like Wonder Woman. It's the first one after Wonder Woman that's going to have that. This comes out in February. It was moved up a week, and it will release on HBO Max. Yeah, I'd watch a Tom and Jerry movie. I'm surprised they haven't tried to really repopularize this franchise out of all, like, the old Warner Brothers cartoons. I mean, there's some problematic stuff in Tom and Jerry, but considering how they've really beaten, like, Scooby-Doo has always had some sort of thing. It's been pretty much consistently going for 51 years. 52 years this year. It's kind of surprising, and I don't think, like, Tom and Jerry hasn't really done that. But then again, like, not a lot of the other cartoons have either. I mean, there's not, like, a ton of spin-offs and sequel series to the Jetsons either, so I guess it makes sense. Let's see how it is. This list didn't have Malcolm and Marie, which I find extremely shocking, considering people are talking about how they think this could potentially get Oscars for both Zendaya and for John David Washington, who I adored in BlacKkKlansman. He was so good and robbed for his performance in that, but yeah, this is going to be a Netflix release, and I guess I should know because they don't like, maybe this list is only supposed to be for things going to theaters, but we're in a pandemic. I don't know how many times it needs to be said, so, and also stop looking down on a movie because it comes out on Netflix. There's lots of great movies that came out on Netflix. There's lots of great movies that come out on streaming. Streaming is the way of the future, and I love going to movie theaters. I miss it dearly, but I'm not risking my life in a pandemic to go to a theater. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. March has Coming to America. Coming to being the second one. This is going to be an Amazon Prime release. I actually haven't seen the first one, so I might check it out just because it comes on Amazon Prime. I'll have to watch the first one first, so I just have to see if that's available on streaming as well. I would imagine Prime would probably put the first one on streaming before this came out. I also find it really interesting that Wesley Snipes is in this. I didn't really think he did much acting after, like, how he acted on Blade, so not sure about that. Raya and the Last Dragon also comes out on March 5th, so this is the new Disney princess film, like a fantasy quest which is going to star Kelly Marie Tran. Originally it was Cassie Steele from Degrassi. I actually don't know what happened. I'm a little bummed. I do like Kelly Marie Tran though, but I love Cassie Steele, so I'm kind of curious as to what exactly happened, like if there was some sort of issue or what. But she was announced, and then a few months later it was announced that Kelly Marie Tran was taking over. I don't know if this has a theatrical release. I think this is just a theatrical release. I don't think it's going to Disney Plus. It might be. I actually haven't seen Soul yet either, which I do need to watch because I've heard very good things. There's like a spin-off called The King's Man about Kingsman. Didn't like the first Kingsman, and I hadn't seen the second one. March 19th, Morbius the Living Vampire is coming out, so I don't know. I guess this is just going to be a theatrical release. I don't know. I'll check it out. I'm kind of interested in the premise. A lot of people are not excited. I think it's because they don't like Jared Leto, which I understand, so I'm not going to put anything past them, but I just fear that Sony is going to do their thing, and then Marvel is not going to be able to cross over with anything, which is like, I know we all like had made Sony out to be the bad guys, but, you know, are we really going to let Disney get full reign of everything? I mean, maybe you think that's a good thing, I don't know. Quality-wise, maybe it's a better thing, but who knows, but I would just like to see him like cross over and stuff. I think he would be really, Morbius would be a great character to bring into anything to do with like Moon Knight, for example. These are both very weird characters. April, it's finally time to die. No Time to Die. Oh gosh. This was supposed to go to a streaming service, but they couldn't get enough money for it. If my theaters are open and it's looking fine, but April 2nd, probably not, because I just got word from the governor that phase 1C of the vaccine's probably not until April 16th, so if theaters are open and it's safe to go, I will see this in theaters because I will resume my AMC A-list, but there's no way I'm paying for this movie. It's killed. The whole thing has been killed for me because of how many times it's been pushed back. I can't deal with it anymore. Cast, great. Would love to support Lashana Lynch and Rami Malek. Also pretty positive that Rami Malek is Dr. No, so Quiet Place Part 2. Again, I haven't seen A Quiet Place Part 1, so apparently people don't like it as much on a watch at home. It's something that needed to be in IMAX, so I feel like this movie is going to suffer due to that, because on April 23rd, I don't think everything's going to be fine and dandy again. Last Night in Soho, so this is the one, they had a great movie with Anya Taylor-Joy and Matt Smith and Diana Rigg. So I will see this. I'll find a way to watch it. Black Widow, duh, I will see it and I will review it on this channel. It's my usual. Really interested to know what exactly is going to happen, because Disney's made it clear they don't want to do Disney Plus releases for their Marvel movies, but again, like I said, it's really optimistic, so. Free Guy, which is with Ryan Reynolds and Taika Waititi. I actually didn't watch I've watched the trailer for like none of these. It's an interesting premise. I like Ryan Reynolds and I like Taika Waititi, so if I find a way to watch it, I would like to see this. Probably my biggest anticipated movie, which might come as a surprise for some people because you'd think it would be one of the Marvel or the DC things. It's actually Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm in the minority of people who really loved Godzilla King of the Monsters. Don't even remember what it's called. The human stuff is crap. Like, don't get me wrong, all that stuff was garbage. But the monster fights were so good, bro. So I'm very excited to see this. We'll see if it has an HBO Max release, because this and another later mentioned film are fighting HBO to get them out of the HBO Max deal, which I do understand. There's a whole thing with Legendary. Legendary essentially put up the money for both of these films, and then HBO is like, Warner Brothers, who runs HBO, is like, we're just going to take all the money and dip. However, hopefully they're able to negotiate some sort of money settlement so that we can still get it on HBO Max, so that I don't have to risk my life to watch a giant ape and a giant mutated lizard fight each other in theaters. The characters from Godzilla King of the Monsters are back. Millie Bobby Brown and all that. They weren't good. I'm sure they're fine actors, as well as the dad from Friday Night Lights, but just get rid of them. They don't need to be here. They're not the good part of this. And I love Kong Skull Island. My opinion, they're gonna OP King Kong because Godzilla would knock that gorilla out in 5 seconds with his atomic breath. So Cruella, so that's the I didn't even know this is coming out this year. That's like, we're going to make our villain sympathetic, which, Jesus Christ, I hope they don't do. How about this woman is just evil and she just hates dogs? We're just gonna have some sob story about how she was mauled by dogs when she was younger and now she has vengeance and wants to make coats. How about she's just evil? It's okay, you could just be evil because it's fun. Like, I don't need that much substance. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I love Ghostbusters. You know I will be there. This is the one with Paul Rudd. I've actually seen this trailer because it was supposed to come out in March, so they delayed it a little bit, but I'm excited about this one for sure. In the Heights, I will watch because I'm, Broadway and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully it's good. The cast looks good. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Yes! There will be video on that. Space Jam 2. Isn't this have an HBO Max release? Yes, so I'm excited for this. I'll see this. I like the first Space Jam. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, I think, but pretty excited. The Suicide Squad is getting HBO Max release, so you know I will be there. Interested to see how it will be. I wonder if I'll actually care about the Suicide Squad after this, because I hated that first movie. I think it is easily one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Sorry. I do love James Gunn's work, so I will say it that way, and we will see how it is. And I just want that to come out so that he can work on Guardians 3. Candyman, very excited about this. I really, really, really was sad when they pushed this back last year because I really wanted to see it during my Halloween thing. It's being directed by Nia DaCosta, who is directing Captain Marvel 2. Very excited about. And it has Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. He was in Watchmen. He ended up being Dr. Manhattan. Spoiler. So very excited about that. This is coming out August 27th, so excited to see that. As well as... he was in Aquaman too. He is Black Manta. I guess Tony Todd, who was the original Candyman, he's also going to be in this. October. Dune. I want to see this movie. I'm excited to see this movie, but anything that's coming out of Denis Villeneuve's mouth at this point makes me want this movie to tank. And I know that it's petty, but I don't care. The fact that he is arguing this hard, and I know for a fact that the reason he doesn't want it on HBO Max has nothing to do with the money that Legendary deserves for putting up the movie. That's nothing to do with it. He's a pretentious French film snob who wants his shit in theaters because that's the same thing that Christopher Nolan did, which he should probably talk to Christopher Nolan about the fact that Tenet tanked. So you think Dune is gonna do much better? Also, it's so niche that I don't, even with a big cast, I don't know how many people are gonna see this. I watched the trailer, and it looks amazing. I feel like some people are gonna watch this and be like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, was the casting to make it successful? I don't know. Like, if it didn't have some of these cast members, people would not be flocking to see this. And that's nothing against those actors or against fans of those actors, 100%, but like, HBO is gonna cave on this, so I don't know. If this comes out in theaters, I don't know if I'll see it. I would rather just watch everything at home. I think for this year, I'll monitor the situation to see how it is, but I think I'm gonna want to just stay inside. November, we have the Untitled Baz Luhrmann Elvis biopic. I'll probably see this. I like Baz Luhrmann. He's got some sort of wacky style things, but we'll see how it is. Eternals. This was my Marvel movie I was like most anticipating, and then I completely forgot and left it out of my like upcoming Marvel video. It was supposed to be out last November, so it got pushed back an entire year. This cast is gonna be sick. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Like, no words. West Side Story. I don't really like this musical, but I'll probably watch it. I like Rachel Zegler. I follow her on Twitter. She's very funny. Spider-Man 3 is coming out. So excited. I've already spoken about all this sort of thing. The Matrix 4, just Lana Wachowski is directing. I like The Matrix. I'll see this. And then Sing 2. I liked the first Sing, so I'll probably check that out. Sherlock Holmes 3. So this is another Robert Downey Jr. Jude Law Sherlock. It's being directed by Dexter Fletcher, so I'll probably check it out because I do like Dexter Fletcher. He directed Rocket Man, and he famously came in and finished Bohemian Rhapsody, so it's exciting. Wait, Wicked is supposed to come out this year in 2021? It was supposed to come out December 22nd. I don't think that's happening. Black Adam was supposed to come out on December 22nd as well. And the Pinocchio movie with Guillermo del Toro. It's supposed to go to Netflix. But yeah, that's that. Oh, my throat is tired of talking. What movie are you most excited to see that came out in 2021? Was it a movie that was supposed to originally come out in 2021, or was it a movie that was supposed to come out last year that got pushed back? So like mine are all movies I think that were supposed to come out last year that got pushed to this year, because 2020 was supposed to be like the year for movies, and now 2021 is 2020's movies later. So my top picks from that laundry list I just read off: Godzilla vs. Kong, Dune, I hate to say it, Eternals, and this is not in order, Spider-Man 3, and I had another, and Candyman. So those 5 probably are my top 5 to check out this year, that I will want to see regardless if they are available on streaming or in theaters. If they are in theaters, like, it's going to be a situation where I'm going to have to... Well, I think theaters in Westchester open, so I can just go upstate, just out of the city a little bit to see them, but you know, whether or not that's worth it. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll open movie theaters by then, because, you know, a lot of everything else is open, so we'll see about that. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think and what you're really excited to see. Are you really excited to see a movie I shrugged off and that I didn't care about, or that I went on a rant about? Or are you... Is it good? Are we okay? Anyway, I do 2 videos a week, Tuesday and Friday. This video is going up on Tuesday, so I will see you on Friday with a new video. If you'd like to check out any of my other videos, please check them out right here. Is there a video right here? Is it working? Sometimes this stuff works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really funny when it doesn't add anything in here. That's like when it gets really hilarious, but there should be a video sitting on my hand. Do you see one? Yeah, I'm just trying something different. Alright, love you all. Check that out.